Hey, cool. I can see us.
Is that live? No.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live?
Yeah.
This thing on the left-hand side. Okay.
It says live.
All right.
It's got a red light. It's got a red light and everything.
On air. All right, John, why don't you introduce what we're doing here? You're the host, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
You'd think so, and yet... This is my friend, bandmate, and I already said friend, but I'm going to say friend again, Joe Scala. So today we'll be doing some songs that we wrote together, along with some songs we wrote apart, and some songs that we play together. And I don't know. I don't know what else you have. So you might play something we've never played together, but
It's possible. I told John he can request any of my songs, and if I can remember it, I'll play it for him, and he can play along.
The problem is he just told me that 5 minutes ago. So
yeah. All right. Let's start off. I want to start off with a John song that I just think is a great song. It's called "Hold Tight," and just makes me feel good playing it and singing it. So
awesome. I'm glad that you feel good singing about a drug deal gone wrong. This song ended up on the Midway Fair set list because Joe asked me to put it on the set list. So, you gonna start a song?
1, 2, 3.
Somewhere out in the desert. Hold tight, little brother, hold tight. Hold tight, little brother, hold tight. One hand on your wound. Don't worry, the blood will stop soon. I saw a sign for an exit and it's not too far to town. Keep praying we don't break down. And hold tight, little brother, hold tight. Hold tight, little brother, hold tight. Sorry you're involved, I went back on my word, but I swear I won't touch it anymore. Hold tight, little brother, hold tight. Hold tight, little brother, hold tight. Hold tight, little brother, hold. hold tight.
Cool.
That was fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
I'm glad one of us remembers which order the verses come in. That's what practice is for.
That's what practice is for. Practice time has been scarce, as for multiple reasons. Do we know who's out there? Is that something we can see?
No.
Yeah. Okay. Well, whoever's out there, thanks for being here.
Lots of people are out on the internet afterward anyway, so
Right. Gotcha.
you'll be able to see them.
So, hello, people of the future.
I'm working on the time machine. I'm almost there.
All right. All right. Let's do a Joe and John song. I'm gonna pick out this one to do, called Stony Run. Oh yeah. While John gets his banjo in tune, if such a thing is possible.
In tune?
Yeah. So John wrote the lyrics to this.
Well,
He wrote some of the lyrics to this. This was a collaboration where, oftentimes, John will send me lyrics or I'll send him lyrics, and then, we kind of let the other person take it from there. And we don't always take it line for line. But John sent me the outline of this song and a place to go and research. It's about the Stony Run Trail, which is a rail trail. It used to be a railroad, and so reading about the history of this railroad and how things went down, and how it became this running trail and this walking trail, etc.
I like to do my runs there. It's about 8.2 miles if I do the whole thing from my house.
Yeah.
It's a nice, good run. But also, one of the things I really liked about this is normally I'm the one who will go down a whole rabbit hole on the history of something, but you managed to find an awful lot of stuff that I didn't find.
This was like my best impression of John Patton as a lyric writer, as far as like the amount of content and how it's historically somewhat, I won't call it accurate, but how historically trying to be accurate it is.
I mean, I thought I was doing a pretty good job with. I thought I was maybe giving you too much with 4 verses and a chorus, and you turned it into basically 8.
Yeah, it's all about this
Love this song,
the Mon Pa Railroad, and yeah. All right, let's give it a shot. I'm gonna do. You cool with a capo? You got a capo?
We got all kinds of capos.
Yeah. All right, here we go. White snow dusting on a wide muddy trail. Birds are turning north against the sun. Hold the final resting place of Willie Waters' rails, the Mon Pa along the Stony Run. Blue smoke trailing out from proud iron stacks, past the falls and through the shadows of the mills. Rings the echo of the song of steel and metal on the tracks, in the tunnels cut through granite in the hill. Stony Run, Stony Run, carrying folks and coal and postage by the ton. From Muddy Creek Valley to Hampton City Alley, you can hear the whistle blow in Stony Run. Count miles by the millions in the prime of coal steel rail, carrying kitty folks and carloads for the posts. Running dailies across the parallels from York out to Bel Air, but the Mon Pa called Baltimore her home. Stony Run, Stony Run, carrying folks and coal and postage by the ton. From Muddy Creek Valley to Hampton City Alley, you can hear the whistle blow in Stony Run. Go ahead, They started laying highways along the line after the war. Took the passengers, then finally the mail. When the quarry closed at Delta, it was over then for sure. Left the engine cold and sold off all the rail. Stony Run, Stony Run, carrying folks in coal and postage by the ton. From Muddy Creek Valley to Hampton City Alley, you can hear the whistle blow in Stony Run. White snow dusting on an old stony trail, footsteps clocking miles under the sun. Behold the final resting place of Willie Waters' rails, the mountain path along the Stony Run. Stony Run, Stony Run, carrying folks in coal and postage by the ton. Muddy Creek Valley to Hampton City alleys, you could hear the whistle blow in Stony Run. You could hear the whistle blow in Stony Run. All right. Stony Run. I like to sing it that way sometimes. Stony Run.
Stony.
Yeah.
Welcome to Baltimore, hon. Joe is not from Baltimore.
Not originally,
Not
but
originally.
I mean,
he is thoroughly assimilated. But
I've lived longer here now than anywhere else, I think. So I can.
Oh, really?
I think so. I think so.
When did you move to Baltimore?
I moved to Baltimore in 2007
Oh,
or 2006. I can't remember.
I guess I don't know where else you lived besides New Jersey then.
Well, there was a couple places in New Jersey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then went to college, and so, yeah. I say I'm from Baltimore now. That's fine.
You're like I said, you're thoroughly assimilated.
I even have that little accent every once in a while. It sneaks up on me.
You're basically Fells Point, born and raised at this point.
At this point, yeah, Fells Point in my blood. All right, I'm gonna let John sing one. This is one that we worked on together. This was kind of the opposite.
Yeah, so this was actually the same year. This is a song called I Am a Brigand. This one is on the new Midway Fair album, even though I didn't manage to get any of the other band members on it. I tried. Chris is on it. Chris Freeland. He played Shaker. I'm trying to figure out what else to do. So yeah, on the last one, I sent Joe some lyrics and he came back with the music. This one, Joe sent me lyrics. And when I say Joe sent me lyrics, Joe sending me lyrics entails sending me literally pages full of lyrics. Just lines and lines and lines and lines, and sometimes not even quite lines. Sometimes just like a half page full of words that all seem to have something to do with the song. And somehow from this chaos, this is Joe's normal writing process. So somehow from this chaos, Joe is able to write a song. So this was my first exposure to quite this level of it. I've experienced some level of it in the past, but not quite in such a raw form.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this song too. Like I was in the middle of working on it and writing it, and like I was fully thinking I was going to finish the song, but it got to a point where I was like, this isn't a Joe song. This is a John song, and so, yeah.
Barren in the trees.
Yeah. Actually, that's right. A lot of the lyrics are references to the Calvino novel, and it's one of John's favorite authors. He's kind of lent me those books, and yeah. I don't know if this is an interesting story or not.
It is. I mean, who cares?
That's all right.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
I am a brigand to the toil of the plow and the soil. No more shall I return. oaks and alders in a kingdom of my own. I am a hunter. Scars and blood are run through memories. I must take what I can find. For my mission's rebellion, my fate I've severed from the one I left behind. I polish my boots with mulberry roots, hidden high up in the pines. Oh how, oh why, oh how, what have I come to now? Long for my love, like a warm breeze through olive trees. I cannot change my mind. You were my only, bright as an orange in May, sweet as a cherry wine. My mission's rebellion, my fate I've severed from the one I left behind. I polish my boots with mulberry roots, hidden high up in the pines. Oh how, oh why, oh how, what have I come to now? I long for my mission's rebellion, my fate I've severed from the one I left behind. I polish my boots with mulberry roots, hidden high up in the pines. Oh how, oh why, oh how, what have I come to now? Oh how, what have I come to now? Oh how, oh why, oh how, what have I come to now?
Have we ever actually played that together?
No, because last time you were here and we played it, I played it.
Yeah.
When we did the one about a year ago. I'm not sure if that one's still public on the channel. The video was really lousy on it.
Yeah.
But it predates Saturday matinees. I did realize, like, oh, when we went, we actually practiced that song, just to reassure everyone. We did actually practice that song today, but I just realized that we didn't actually talk about the ending.
We never got to that part, and that's why we kind of got lost there. All right, we'll do another collaboration song. This one the lyrics went back and forth a couple of times. This is you sent me a short story on this one too, if you recall.
I did? Wow.
Yeah, this is a song called Carnations, and I think John will do a better job explaining the historical context of this. But yeah.
Yeah, okay, so this is about the Portuguese Revolution from the early 1970s, and it was a bloodless coup, and it's called the Carnation Revolution. And the way the coup went down is that the military supported ejecting the government, and so there wasn't a lot of violent opposition, let's say. but the people essentially communicated by broadcasting a song that indicated when the revolution was supposed to start. So they broadcast the song on the radio, and that's when people knew to like go out in the streets. And it was remarkably nonviolent for a political revolution by a thoroughly entrenched government. So the story in the song, how did we end up on this? Actually, how we ended up on this is interesting, because I started out and I was like, okay, my idea for us to write a song together today is that we'll write something about this Slavic folktale called Firebird, or the Firebird, and which is a quest story where someone has to go steal some oranges. And I mentioned offhand that the word in Russian for orange is Portugal, and that the name of the country is the same as the color, and that's how we ended up on Portugal, which is just very strange. But yeah, you want to talk about the story in this?
Yeah. So I think in this case, it's one soldier talking to the other, or one revolutionary talking to the other. And, it's been a long, time since they've been paid, because things are in disarray. And they're just waiting for this song to play on the radio. The song's called Farewell, After the Farewell. And so they're just waiting for this song to play on the radio so that they can get this, get this over with, or get this started. And they don't know what's going to happen when they start. Is it going to be violent, or is it going to be, what actually happened was, I think the soldiers wound up putting flowers in the rifle, in the what do you call that? The barrel of the rifle. And so in the chorus we talk about, we're sitting here waiting for either the blooming of the flowers or the drum fire of the war. So it's about the calm before the storm, so to speak. All right, that's a long story for a short song.
They don't always have to be long.
Yeah, I know, it's okay. Okay, and one one note for the record. The character in the story is, his name is, do you want to try to pronounce it?
Jean?
Zhao.
Jean?
Zhao.
No.
Yeah, and I can't pronounce. I can't pronounce it using.
John in Portuguese.
Yeah, it's John in Portuguese, and I can't bring myself to pronounce it correctly, so I'm just gonna say John.
It's got a nasal in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, I want to say too, I want to mention too, this was actually our first lyrical collaboration, because we had recorded a song the year prior, but it was like this sort of cut up electronic sounding thing that we did. But this was the first time we actually wrote lyrics together, which was one of the main reasons I wanted to do this one, even though I don't think I've thought about this song since 2013.
Yeah.
It's a good song though.
Yeah, I enjoy it. All right, here we go. It's one thing or another, Brother John, here in the Estado Novo. Walk through the Barrio Alto, me with my bottle and you with your Elena, in officers gray through our Lisboa, waiting for the blooming of flowers or the drum fire of war. It's one thing or another, Brother John, the nights they get longer and longer, wait new orders to Angola, last year's pay. What's Othello say about our Lisboa, waiting for the blooming of flowers or the drum fire of war? one thing or another, Brother John. Will spring arrive or not now? Have your rifle at hand and your radio. After the farewell and farewell, and God willing, in our Lisboa, waiting for the blooming of flowers or the drum fire of war. Right. Cool. Yeah, that was a fun one.
I think we did that with one mic in like 2 takes also.
Yeah, also the other thing about John, me and John writing songs together is we'll spend like way too much time in the beginning phase and then like wind up with like only an hour left until finish the recording. So there tends to be some rushing at the end.
Actually, let's do another Joe Alone song.
Sure. Yeah, you got it.
I got some requests last night for a Marksmen reunion, just to let you know.
I was thinking about that. I was contemplating when that could occur. I think maybe sometime this year. That would be excellent. I'd love to do that. Yeah, make a request. What's your you call it out.
Let's do Just a Taste.
Sure.
You can stay there, Capo.
All right, so one of my songs is called Just a Taste, and it's about the...
This is about the beginning of the world. We'll do one about the end of the world later.
Yeah, that's a good way to do it. That's a good way to do it. Well, at first there was the word was God and it was good. Said let there be and let it all be as it should be. And so it was. There were mothers, there were cousins, there were aunts and there were picnics. Good green earth and all the strange and wonderful creatures in it. And it was good. A child cried out, sister, sister, have you heard the word was broken? Somewhere out there in the garden, someone got a crazy notion. Just a taste. And God was disappointed, but he couldn't let it slide. So they gathered their possessions and they walked in a sad and single file. You could do what you want now, but you can't do it here. And they were tired, they were hungry, they were broken from the fall. In a world of great temptation, they didn't want it all, no. Just a taste. These are my streets, these are my days, and this is my hometown. These these are my friends, and we're all down here just killing time and kicking around, just trying to get by. And we have nightmares, we break promises, we suffer and we grieve. Visit family on the weekends, we have extraordinarily ordinary fears, just trying to get by. We're not tired, we're not hungry, we are broken from the fall, living in a land of plenty, but we don't want it all, no. Just take I'm not tired, and I'm not hungry, I am broken from the fall. And if heaven's door should open for me, I don't need it all, no, no, just a taste. Cool. Thanks for that request.
Let's do another Midway Fair song.
Sure.
I would like to do "Won't Grow Here."
Sure.
This was in 2014, and I've been saving this for quite some while. For quite a while. I actually wrote two songs that were based off of a short story I had written about some people being trapped in a endless siege, and this was the second one of those. And I did the previous one. I did the first one that I wrote with Johnny Grave, but I've been saving this one for such a long time because Joe does all the harmonies. It's so hard to do so many of the Midway Fair songs that have other people singing on them all the time. So
yeah, this is a really fun harmony to sing. I'm glad to do this one.
Yeah.
Quick tune here. Come on. Okay.
I was still young when I drove the plow. Her hair was like fire when we took our vows. Violets in spring, apples in the fall, potatoes in summer and home again and on. I made a bed on a pallet on the straw, raised 4 walls and a son and then one board. Violets in spring, apples in the fall, tomatoes in summer and home again and on. And I pulled a cart straight on the road, and I built a fine fire from the glow. We sowed our hearts, but desire won't grow here, and we burn like gold in the fields. talks of peace, whiskey and bread, apples in the fall, tomatoes in summer, and home again on. And I pulled the cart straight on the road, and I built a fine fire from the cold. We sold our hearts, but desire won't grow here, and the wheat burned like gold in the field. And I sold the car straight on the road, and I built a fine fire from the coals. We sold our hearts, but desire won't grow here, and the wheat burned like gold in the fields. And hard in the bone, hard in the marrow, make this body a shield from an arrow. Hard in the bone, hard in the marrow, make this body a shield from an arrow.
All right.
That song just does not have the same magic without you.
I get it. I get it. All right.
Hi, Katie. Sorry, I would have said hi earlier. Also, Sharon. I would have said hi earlier, but I can't see from where I'm sitting.
All right, cool. All right, we promised you a song about the end of the world, so.
Are we going to do that one already?
Oh, you want to wait?
Let's
Hold
wait.
up. Okay,
Let's-
cool.
Let's hold that.
Cool.
Let's do.
You want to try Builder?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so I had Crisscross before. This is one where I started writing this song, and I realized it was not a Joe Scala song. It was supposed to be a John Patton song, and so
Actually, it was supposed to be a Springsteen
was
song, but he wasn't available. So
he
I
wasn't
did my
available
best.
for a collaboration, and so I asked John, which is the next best thing. The concept is it's about building things that might not last, and kind of coming to terms with that.
Yeah, I actually got 2 songs out of this. So I got one from this year that was like a reply to this song. It's the happy version.
Oh yeah, that's right. All right.
All right. You gonna start us off?
Yeah, it's called "I'm Not a Builder." Yeah, count me in.
One, two, three.
Found work, turning blood and sweat to gold, blessed with good fortune never earned. I paid dearly when I lost my way, left me poor accepting lessons learned. Not a builder, but once I thought I was, fall between the gravity and bust. Thought I built a house of solid brick and stone, just to watch it crumble into dust. I carried stones and kept it strong and well, but time wears on what you try to keep. And I hope you find someone to build you up a home. I can only say I wish that it was me. I'm not a builder, but once I thought I was, far between the gravity and rust. Thought I built a house of solid brick and stone, just to watch it crumble into dust. stand. I'm not a builder, but once I thought I was. Fought against the gravity and rust. Thought I built a house of solid brick and stone, just to watch it crumble into dust. I'm not a builder, I'm not a builder,
Not a builder,
I'm not a builder.
not a builder. Another one we forgot to practice the ending.
No, we didn't. We practiced the ending. We didn't practice the count back in.
The count in. Yeah. Oh yeah, it sounds better every time you sing it, John. That's cool.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
We got to get another Joe song.
Sure.
Joe lead vocal.
Joe lead vocal.
Or we could do the...
Want to do the big
Shall we do it? Yes, we should do it.
All right. I wish our friend Maz were here because he participated in this collaboration as well. That's the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay. So, during FAWM, it's our February album writing month, and you kind of struggle for ideas especially towards the end of the month. But leave it to John to come up with something. So the premise of this song is there's a kind of group of, what would you call them?
Bedouins.
Bedouins, yeah.
Well,
Crossing the desert. And they encounter, this is back in the 20s?
probably
Teens,
30s. It's right before World War II.
Yeah, so,
Actually, no. You might be right. It might be the 20s because it's between World War I and World War II. It's I think it was the early 30s. It must be like the lead up to some of the German invasions.
right, so it was a pilot for the Aeropostale who crashes in the desert, is found by these Bedouins, and so we kind of wrote this three-part series to kind of describe the events there. So there'll be a couple different movements in this, I guess. So the first movement is the Bedouins just doing their thing, crossing the desert, and the second one is John's going to improvise an audio version of a plane crash. And then we're going to hear from the pilot of said plane who survives the crash and is found by the Bedouins.
It's just him flying right now. He hasn't crashed yet.
وبي من عمره من الشعب مدعى وبهذا نحن نفكر ونحن لا نملك شيئا كثير وبهذا نحن نفكر ونحن لا نملك شيئا كثيرا I am a pilot for the post, and this wreck was my machine. It's called an aeroplane, but you can't know what that means. I was flying from Algiers, going to Madagascar. Do your people know this place? It's far south of the Sahara. Merci, messieurs, you saved my life. I know where the city lies, but I've been out here for hours, and I heard it's cold at night. Is there some place I can stay? Do you know where I can sleep? May I have something to eat? I don't have any food with me. Days, it may be weeks before they come to search for me. I cannot sleep on rock and stone, have no shelter you can see. Have you found others like me? Can I send a message home? Will you take me to Algiers? I cannot get there on my own.
All right. That one was Not necessarily meant to be performed live, but we didn't let that stop us, did we? That first part we should have noted for the non-Arabic speakers out there.
Oh, yeah, okay, so the translation for it is, we're going to the crash site. It is known that my people are hospitable. We do not own many things, and we take great pride in this.
Yeah, and Maz wrote that part for us.
Well, sort of.
Sort of.
He edited my Arabic lyrics. It would not have happened without him, let's put it that way.
Yeah, well, we can say that for sure. So, Maz, if you're out there.
I did my best on the vocals, but I can't sing like Mosno, so...
It's not quite the same, but
very few people
I am quite impressed nonetheless. All right, I think we should do our latest song, and then that's a good...
Is that a good place to end?
I think so.
I don't want it to end, though.
We'll just have to do another one, I suppose. When we do the Marksmen...
Are we really not going to do this one?
I want to hold it for next time.
All right.
All right.
We had another one that we actually recorded together, but
Yeah, that got lost in the shuffle. I hadn't heard it in a long time. All right, so this is the most recent one we wrote together, and this is. I'll let John explain the. Should I let John explain the premise, or should I explain my interpretation of the premise?
I think you should.
All right, so John is he wanted to write a story about the mythical Viking apocalypse. Is that a good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
To keep it short, which is called Ragnarok. And but the concept here is that after the apocalypse, everything's reborn anyway. So John had this character in mind who is he lives the apocalypse every day in his head as he goes to work and has to be a real responsible human.
Adulting is the end of the world.
Yeah, so literally it's like the apocalypse is for him, it's every day when he goes to work. But then in this case, the apocalypse actually does occur. Just leave it to John for these concepts. Sometimes he writes. Has he ever written a song about just two people falling in love?
I wrote half an album about that.
Yeah.
I'm very disappointed in myself. I talked about this last week.
Oh yeah.
So many relationship songs.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, these. I think that about settles it. I think that. All right, Capo 2.
I wasn't sure if it was a video glitch, but I mean, I can't stop them anyway.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, this is a collaboration on the lyrics and collaboration on the music. So this is probably.
And our bandmate Tim also
Yeah.
he played drums on the record, and he helped us write the drum part.
Yeah.
So lots of credit to Tim. We'll have to do another one of these.
Yeah.
I don't know how we'll do vocals in the same room as the drums, but
Tim's good at playing.
Tim's pretty good at it.
Yeah, it's playing soft when need be. All right. Thanks everybody for listening. It's called Ragnarok. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Once again, the end came and went. Hug the kids, kiss the wife, start the car, scrape the ice, and I keep up with the current, keep between the lines, and so the end begins. Wake up in the grass, I am reborn, and there's plenty good to drink, and there's sweetness in the air, and I'm free enough on Sunday, keep me feeling young, and I'll be on time on Monday, be on time, but the radio can't save me, there's nothing on the air, not the pure wise. It's not the strong that survive, not the meek or the pious. I thank my lucky stars that I'm alive. Calculate the time you could have spent, count the hours, count the days, by the future, read the news. I watch outside my window, Ragnarok devouring a lost and helpless sun. But the radio can't save me, there's nothing on the air. Not the pure, not the wise. It's not the strong that survive, not the meek or the pious. Thank my lucky stars that I'm alive. And the mountains rock and shake, the forest feeds the fire, the sea swallows the earth, stars vanish from the sky. And it's just another day, it's just another drive. So the end begins, and so the end begins.
This guitar won't feed back. I should have turned on the piano so I could
bang on the piano. All right, well, thanks for having me on your show here, John.
Yeah, is that really where we're gonna end it?
Oh, I mean, we could do one more. My voice is kind of banging out on me here.
Is it?
I'm not in shape. I'm not in singing shape.
I forgot what it was like to stand and sing for 3 hours the other night.
It's a muscle that if you're not using it, it'll let you down.
All right, well, I'm gonna sing us out then, and this is a folk song I have saved until the last show of the season. This is The Parting Glass. I spent it in good company, and all the harm that e'er I've done, it was to none, alas, but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. Of all the sweethearts that e'er I've had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the harm that e'er I've had, they wished me one more day to stay. But since
Since it falls unto my lot that I should rise and you should not, I gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all. If I had money enough to spend and leisure time to sit a while, there is a fair maid in this town who sorely has my heart beguiled. Her rosy cheeks and ruby lips, I own she has my heart in thrall. So gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all. Fill to me the parting glass and drink a health whate'er befalls. Then gently rise and softly call, good night and joy be to you all.
Thank you so much, those of you who stuck around for several shows this season, and anybody new watching out there in the future. I really appreciate. This was a really good way to kind of ease back into things when we weren't totally sure if there were going to be live shows. As you may have seen from the title of the video, this is the last one for the season. This room gets pretty blazingly hot in the summer and uncomfortable for many people. Also, I guess I'm gonna try and troubleshoot some of the little video glitches that people have seen. The audio has been very well behaved, but the video not so much. In the meantime, I'm booking live shows. If you're in the Baltimore area, we have a show on the 29th with the whole band, and that will actually be rehearsed a lot more than this one.
Yeah, and that's the first full band show
since December of 2019.
Yeah,
that we did our 10th anniversary. Yeah, we did our 10th anniversary show at Waverly Brewing, and but yeah, April 29th will be at Monument City Brewing. It's on Haven Street in Baltimore City, and it'll be 7 to 9. Also, day after my sister's birthday, so she's making all sorts of requests that the band has never played or certainly hasn't played in this incarnation. But I'm really looking forward to that, and
yeah.
Thank you again for making time to do this. I know that being a new father is incredibly exhausting for you, so I truly appreciate your.
Yeah, you don't get any rehearsals for that either. Yeah, no, thanks, John, and I appreciate the work you're doing to put your music out there. It's worth people listening to.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, everyone. I'll see you around.